name is Jennifer Neal, and I'm a commercial lines account executive with BFSI Insurance.
I'm Adrienne Schickert, and I am a commercial lines account executive with BFSI Insurance.
A renovations project can involve many phases, so we were able to come up with a project timeline for our insurance so that they knew what to expect at each phase and how the insurance was going to work during that phase. We were also able to get a copy of their contract agreements and their lender requirements so that we could go ahead and get those reviewed to make sure any potential issues were taken care of before they came up. The draw for the initial start of the project and get the site development, they needed to be able to show that they had insurance. Unfortunately, with the deteriorating builder's risk market, we were unable to make submissions prior to 30 days. So we worked closely with their lender to be sure that the lender knew the insurance would be placed, everything would be covered. We just couldn't meet that 45 to 60 day timeline that they had. And we were able to do that for them so that they could make those draws. Again, we worked closely with their lender and we were able to meet all of the lender requirements so that the draws could happen. We were also able to work with their general contractor to better the indemnification agreement to be more in favor of our insured and also increase the insurance that the general contractor was carrying to better protect everybody involved. We were also able to access the industry's top carriers that were able to place the difficult insurance for the best pricing. The result was our project started on time and it met all of the lender requirements and the insured was properly insured and better than where they started from.
Actors is just a general term for someone that would do a cyber attack. They can also be called cyber criminals or cyber terrorists. And this can be an individual, it could be a group of people, and at times it's also foreign countries that are doing this, trying to wreak havoc on the United States. Beginning when cyber insurance came out, it was put in place because people were scared of information being stolen. And then the pandemic hit, and all these companies had to rush people home and figure out how they could work remotely. And these bad actors figured out there were easy ways to get in and do ransom attacks where they demand money in order to release their network. And they were getting in through open remote desktops, and they were getting in through single sign-ons. These recent bank closures, Silicon Valley Bank being one of them, these bad actors are looking for a new way in to get money. That's their ultimate goal. And since so many companies have VPN and multi-factor authentication, including closing these ports, they need a new way in. And with these bank closures, a lot of emails and communication is going back from banks. And the cyber community has noticed that a lot of bad actors are creating websites that look like bank login landing pages. And what we're forecasting is that there's going to be a lot more phishing schemes or social engineering schemes or funds transfer fraud where a bad actor is convincing you to send money, but you think you're sending it to the right party, but it's going into their pocket. You should definitely have an insurance policy, a cyber policy to cover that, and make sure that your cyber policy covers cyber crime. This could be looking for coverages like social engineering, funds transfer fraud, invoice manipulation. Those are some really big ones. But the other thing is what you need to do on your home ground. You need to have the right security protocols in place, but also a lot of training for your employees, making sure that they're not clicking a link they get in an email, going directly to the bank's website instead of clicking that link. It could be calling back to that vendor to make sure that this is their actual invoice before you send money. So having the right checks and balances in place will protect your company more than ever having any type of insurance policy in place.